Is there any good games on?
Yeah, well, not SSG, sorry. GK are going to play Team Liquid as our second game. First game is Supernova versus Sakura, which actually I think that's going to be quite close. And then Extinction...
Well, I'm not going to be watching it, okay, mate? It can be as close as you want, but I'm not watching that. I'll go chill, and then I'll maybe come back. How many hours? Like 2 hours, you reckon, for the second game?
Yeah, maybe even a bit less, honestly. Yeah, it depends how... I mean, it depends. I did just say it would be close, but yeah, like an hour and a half.
I'm desperate for some pints, though. Like, honestly...
you enjoy. Don't worry about me, mate. You enjoy yourself, and if you're here, you're here. If you're not, then I'll be fine.
All right, mate. Okay, I'll potentially see you later.
All right. Congrats again, mate. Take care.
Thank you, mate.
There we go. Little stopping from Chrissy. Bit of behind the scenes. Is everyone starting to believe now? They've experienced it live in front of their faces. What am I renaming this one? The Ultimate versus Team Peps. I was always a believer. Anyone unwavering? Any unwaverers in the chat? Because that's the one that takes real conviction. I'm still betting subs against them next week, man. I don't give a fuck. Watercress. Oh, wait. Has anyone... Should I check for Fred? Is Watercress... This is going to be a victory lap for young Watercress, right? Does Quick's roster new org take over the spot? Yes, off-brand milk. Yeah. I mean... One thing you can... Whatever you think of Watercress, right? Whatever your interpretation is, he's got to be one of the most unwavering supporters. He is like a true fan, you know? Initial release of a slingshot. Where's Watercress? Someone talking... This guy... I've seen this guy post a few times. He just posts about it. See you in relegation territory, clowns. Wait, someone wants to fight him. Wait, Skymaron, is this you? This is Skyomion from YouTube chat. Yeah, I've just seen your YouTube message. You're out here arguing with him. it's YouTube chat versus Watercress. Let's be clear, this was not as clean a win as they needed to really justify a renewed belief in TU. Goalpost moved at a stupid rate. Last week, you guys were saying TU is on the same level as Peps and Frostouts. To be clear, I think TU is at least a top 3 team at the moment. Heesung is by far the best and most flexible tank in EVA. Twilight Brig actually looks good, and they have the best DPS lineup in the region. With Twilight Brig unlocked, they seem to be able to play a variety of different comps to a high level. All right. Someone just saying they think Ziad's better than Heesung. That's probably pretty fair. Current form. I never thought that personally. I really liked product. Blah, 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 blah. Brig is not perfect, but it's serviceable. This isn't too much of an argument, actually. Just not too much of an argument. He's obviously a bit keener on the Twilight Brig than you. Upvoting Watercress. This is his moment, you know? This is what you get. Because if you're a die-hard believer, these are the moments you get to cash it in. Because you believe when no one else believed. Also, Sky's the best mate. He just slips that one in there at the end of a comment string. He was good for it, though. You know? Don't remember Sky dying all that much. Coalescence value was good. Can't ask for too much more, can you? Probably need a little bit more evidence. But, yeah. Slip it in, why not? Good on you, Watercress. This is his moment. Where are all the haters now, right? Where are all the haters now? Easy to be. I don't know why I'm turning into such a Watercress stan, but it's easy to be a hater after the fact, right? Easy to just be like, yeah, well, I knew, hindsight Harry. I knew that was going to happen. Well, it's obvious when you bear this in mind, blah, 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 blah. But Watercress, Die hard. Just out there. Before the game, after the game, whatever. Ah, just lost 3-0? Yeah, it's fine. We're still like the second best team. Yeah, no, I think you're good. I think it's all in good fun. I think some people this is Skymeron I'm talking to. Skimmeron. But yeah, I think some people like have genuine beef with Watercress and hate him. But I've got time for him every week. That's what you want in sport, you know? Like, does anyone watch football? I mean, maybe if you're big into football, you might be watching the Champions League final right now instead of me. But you just get these nutcases in football all the time, just for hardcore, the ultras. I'm sure it's the same in NFL and NBA, right? People will just die hard for their team. Live or die, you know? You watching both? You don't get much of that in esports. You only really get it in esports if it's like, you only really get it in esports if it's like a team that is very strongly from one country, right? Like, think of the Astralis Danish CS lineup, for example, right? That's like, that team, super die hard. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, Optic have been around for ages, though, right? And very successful for ages. Yeah, I mean, actually, you say, like, in Saudi as well. Do you remember what Sugar3 was saying about his experience of the Esports World Cup? When he was playing against, like, was it Twisted Minds at the time? And he said, like, the crowd wanted us to lose really badly. Like, he was like, it's the first time in my career I feel like I'm playing against a crowd. Like, a lot of the time at esports venues, people just sort of cheer for good Overwatch, you know? They cheer good plays no matter which team makes them, you know? But I think, no, so I remember like, Sugar3 talking about that being, like, the first time he felt like he was up against the crowd, you know? But really enjoying that experience as well of getting to, like, you know, you pop off and you just hear this noisy crowd that have been giving you shit all match long. Silence. You know? One thing to get a room full of people to cheer for you. But imagine making a room full of people shut up. Just making them shut up. Valorant has a lot of that. People send death threats to members of a team to beat theirs. Yeah, there is a line. There's probably a healthy balance between good-spirited shit talk and death threats, right? I feel like that's not too hard a line to draw. But, Joe, you send a lot of death threats as well, do you, Joby? So we have that. Anyone to look out for on Supernova? Yeah, very much their standout player is Ryan. Ryan is their flex DPS. Great on Tracer, great on Genji. Honestly, good on hitscan as well. Really, really talented player. Thanks, Uncle. Is there any chance for Falcons after they lost Batman? And it's mathematically confirmed that they have no chance to go to your wedding. Yeah, they're getting a map tomorrow. They're getting a map tomorrow. Falcons are going to do it. Shout out to the O. Who is the Nightmare coach? Is it SNR? Or am I remembering that wrong? I'll fact check myself out of respect here. God, there's a million people here. Oh, is it Slippery and Sion? Yeah, I'm just talking out my ass. That's GK. Wait, I thought GK was Ghoul-Tech and Wheats. Or do they have a third coach as well? Can someone keep track of these? Can someone keep track of all these coaches for me? So this is Slippery and Sion then? Is GK 3 coaches then? Where's my FPL reward? I mean, I obviously forgot, Joby. SNR is on extinction. Oh, okay, thank you. There you go. Someone, at least someone in the room is informed. Hold on, give me a sec, Joby. It sounds like we're starting, actually, so let me get this out of the way for you. Let me get some volume. We're going to Ilios, and I can, if I'm good, I can get a quick VIP for Joby in the line. Because Joby, if you don't know, won FPL. Not the Face It, but the, not Face It, but the Fantasy Premier League. He was the most informed, made the best choices out of all of us, and got his well-earned win. Alright, so on paper for this one, I think Sakura are favourites actually based on how they played recently. I think Supernova are the newly promoted team, they're very exciting. Honestly, they had to throw really hard not to be an OWCS for stage 1. He's on both Extinction and Sakura. Alright. Why not? Either way, ban-wise, we're getting a Brig ban from Sakura, a Diva ban encounter from Supernova here. Again, talked about it earlier, right? Every time a Brig is banned, expect that Diva ban to follow. Cinnabar was saying they were good for a win. Not looking like it, Cinnabar. Immediate death. Now, if you are me... Oh, Grapes, why are we dead? I need Grapes not to die again in the series, okay? We need Grapes to just scrape a couple of points here. Astro's playing the ball here. Clear is going to try and anchor the point on Hazard. It's going to be a little bit hard to contest because really Astro doesn't want to spend his time contesting the Hazard on point here because he's going to lose that trade over time. As you can see, low on HP, has to back it out. X10, swinging onto the right-hand side now, but everything relatively under control for her. And the rest of Sakura. They've actually got a lot of pressure onto Ryan. Ryan's just going to die. Was Ryan stuck behind or just caught underneath? Very early pick there. They're going to move up and clear the ball as well. Astro's going to just die as well. And this is looking almightily comfortable for Sakura early on. Cinnabar playing here on the left with Peace, looking for their opportunity to pincer with Clear on the walk up. Really, Supernova, they can play through point a little bit here, especially with the ball. They just need Astro to get through cleanly. Their first retake was a bit of a no-goer because Ryan just died before anything happened. Clear's going to go for the engage. Ryan can move over to point. He has the option to go there now, but he's playing it a little bit slower. I think they're waiting for Astro to get into position. Astro's already behind. He's taking some attention. Ryan biding his time, but they're moving forward. Lots of pressure onto Astro. They've got space. Ryan onto the high ground, but he's going to have his recall force. Renko's found an important kill, though. X10 has been forced to point. Limited options and angles now. Grouping up, the slam comes through. Bowler out onto that ball. Ball will trade for it as well. Good punish from X10. Kitsune rush from Z. Dies while they go for it, though. X10 still needs help on the coast. More people coming. And Renko's provided the opening there. And this time, they're good for it. But Clear is still here. The Freya damage should be too much. Peace is actually respawned. Grapes with that kill. Just Peace left behind for point now. One more touch, dying on the objective. And Supernova do indeed get the flip. And that kind of came out before from majority of the ults. So the ult situation is looking very good for Supernova. Both support ults coming up. DPS ults to spare. And Mine's partway through as well. Retake now. Downpour is available for Clear. Ryan's camping below ground. No one's coming that direction though. Clear's going to go towards point. Ryan's going to ignore that and look for backline instead. Needs to play around the Suzu, but can't see anyone else coming. Peace has died. Renko's good for it again. Clear is on the run. Has pocket. Ryan and Grapes looking to see if they give a little bit of a boop, and Ryan's going to steal in. Kill Cinnabar. Nice another kill. Extend it. And that was only a bowler used in all of that as well. So really cheap fight for Supernova. More capture progress for them as well. Retake again for Sakura. Renko's been good for it both times I've needed him so far, and he's got a Kitsune rush from the back pocket to start this one. Again, Ryan, same position, looks to get into the back line. Freya into the sky. Astro's coming to combine onto that as well. Pushed into it. Ryan, another opening pick. Back towards the point now. Pulse bomb available. Is behind Clear now. Doesn't need to rush into anything here. They've got the advantage. Slam coming into the back line. They go for it. Clear tries to catch him with the downpour, but now the beat over top from Grapes. Cinnabar's good to match it right now, but Mine's on point. Kitsune rush over top from Renko. Booped into the Mines and Clear dies. They've had to use a lot for that, but they are good for the cleanup. Ryan's going for more as well. Can't quite find the finish with the melee, but they have won that fight. Ooh, a late kill from Astro onto Z as well. Ryan has a pulse bomb. That was the majority of the ults traded. Z is going to get this Kitsune rush mid-fight. A chance for them to drop it on point. But they need to get there first, and they need to go slightly before Z is ready for this. So Ryan and Astro a chance to play aggressively. Last time they got X10 early. This time the slam is onto the Kiri. Forces the TP out as X10 takes his cross-map duel. Trying to keep rotating over. Goes over the rooftop. Swings wide. It's Grapes who dies early. God damn it, Grapes. I said no more deaths. Ryan's going to be forced out on point. Now Sakura trying to force the objective. Kitsune Rush nearly available for Z. They're keeping juggling the touch for now, though. Renko's going to regroup. Suzu forced out there as well. Kitsune rushes out. Bowler 2 from X10 confirms that kill. Slam off the map from Astro as well. Quick reset coming through from Supernova. They're going to have to do it with just a Pulse Bomb, and they have to get the touch. But they've got a Ball Tracer, Lucio comp. They should be good for it. Astro can take responsibility for this. Eyes on Ryan with this Pulse Bomb. There's a Sombra swap as well. Astro's just a drive-by. He was for distraction. Someone else is getting the touch. Yeah, Ryan's got it in behind. Pulse Bomb onto Astro. They hunt down that kill. They have to do it. Ryan's down as well. And I think there's just no touch. Grapes, save your KD, Grapes. Save your KD. They're chasing down the remaining players. Renko's actually stolen the kill and got out of there. They're still getting the touch. Renko's awfully low now. Now they fall. Save for KD. Save for KD. Oh, god damn it, Grapes. All right, Sakura, get it over the line. Hey, Gay Hunter. Yeah, no, I'm not hating on Grapes. I'm rooting for Grapes. I need Grapes not to die. So let me get this straight. Ryan's last name is Lawless, and he decided the better name to use for a tag was Ryan. Correct. And it's more of a move to have the name Ryan Lawless and just call yourself Ryan. Humble. Humble, you know. For those who don't know, his real name genuinely is Ryan Lawless. Is that true, AFK Noob? His brother's tag is Lawless? Class if it is, actually. Alright, more of the same compositionally here as we move on to Ruins. That's great. Alright, Ball will be pretty effective here as well. For now, starting with their backline of a high ground, they try and rotate towards point. This is the advantage of Sakura's comp, this point control. Supernova can contest and juggle from different sides, but it's a bit more complicated. Slam on the side, and Renko, just the opening pick master. Unfortunately, they trade for Astro, so the trade isn't good overall. They've let the cap go through. They're still trying to harass a little bit here, but honestly, just waiting for Renko to get another pick, it seems. Gonna wait for Astro to get back in the fight. He'll be back quicker as well, as is the nature of Ball. Renko's gonna back it up, and Supernova can take another neutral. Eyes on Renko here. Jutsu playing the far left-hand side. Gonna pivot over to top right. Pressure comes in, but Clear interrupts that Tracer and Ball as they try and set up. Good pick for Sakura. Now the push forward, trying to get a few more kills. Grapes too quick though. And Supernova, they successfully disengage, but this is two very quick fights for them. Regroup onto the high ground. They're holding forward. Bit of pressure onto Astro, just trying to keep everything in check right now. Sakura, they want to keep everything in front of them if they can. If a Ball gets behind, it's awfully annoying. Pete skips for Mega here, so we'll be okay. Ball is behind him now. Amp comes through. Astro swinging through again, looking for this Lucio. Misses for Slam, though. Instead, just gets stuck fighting for Hazard. Clear's trying to keep a backline in check. Astro's going to go get the Mega here, actually. Peace is going to go for the Pulse Bomb. The stick is good again. Peace has been all over Astro so far in this series. Shuts him down again. And the rest of Supernova, no choice but a disengage. Trade comes out onto Peace. Maybe a bit of an opening on his retake. Remember, Astro on ball will be back quickly. They can get it in. Slight support ult advantage for both of the Sakura backline, though. So Supernova, they can go in, but they need to be ready to kite this one out a little bit. Pressure onto Lucio, maybe trying to force an Ajax if they can, but Cinnabar doesn't have it yet. Renko goes down early this time instead. Kitsune rush to keep Clear alive on the point, and Clear continues to zone this backline. Just rock solid. Jumps forward with the downpour, actually catches for Lucio. Grapes goes down to that. This is going to be an awkward touch. Bowler desperation from Jutsu, but yeah, it's just going to be one of the most straightforward ruins you're going to see. Wall off onto the touch. Astro will force it through. Mine's on point. Slam onto Cinnabar as well. Cinnabar does have the beat. Doesn't need it, though. They'll clean this one up. One more death for Renko. And Sakura, good for this first one. All right. Ryan. Sorry, Grapes wouldn't have gone negative, though, right? 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 Right. Okay. Grapes -1. I can work with that. It's not great, but I can work with that. Clear is the big winner, 5.5. 2.5 for Z. Peace, dead even. Lots of opening deaths for Peace. Cinnabar 1, X10 1.5. So pretty minimal scores. Even without Ruins being one-sided, it's pretty even scoring. Minus 4.5 for Astro. On ball as well. It was not great. Not great. Jitsu and Ryan break even. Grapes -1, Renko -1. So other NA games today, for people who were wondering, it's actually pretty good. Next one, we're watching GK versus Team Liquid. Top of the table clash, really. Well, Nightmare Reveal top of the table. In theory, it's still a top of the table clash. It's the top 3. And then Extinction versus Nightmare, which, given how Nightmare's results have been recently, should be a comfortable one for Nightmare. But alright, -1 I can cop. Don't know if anyone... Maybe some people will have Clear, right? I think he's a good budget option. Maybe a few people got Ryan. Supernova's pick now, map-wise. So I was reading something. How did X10 score? Not good. Not good. I'll bring him up for you for a second. It was, yeah, 1.5. Not the greatest considering she won, but it's okay. Please, I've dropped Renko. 69 healing on Clear? He sure did, didn't he? Did he play D? No, he played Hazard as well, right? But... Alright. Did he swap to anything else at any point? Just lifesteal? Oh, the lifesteal perk. Oh, okay. 69. Cheers. Nice. Alright, did we get the map one? Coming at you from the superior YouTube chat. The streets hate Twitch users. Slime out. Oh, hot word. Jonty's coming in hot here. Normally YouTube chat is a peaceful place. But not today. LeBron says real. That's a LeBron watch. LeBron, I saw you in Twitch chat earlier. You're playing both sides. You're playing both sides, LeBron. He's playing both sides, so he always wins. Don't fall for it. All right, where are we? Oh god, I feel like my voice is going a little bit. It's only Saturday. No, he plays tomorrow. Alright, sorry, I'll lock into the game now. New Junk City, the choice for Supernova. Imagine if we want to try and get Astro onto Orisa here, so the Zarya ban very much seems like that sets that up. A Juno ban on the other side. Now, if you're not seeing too much of Supernova play, they really do play the Juno Brig as much as possible. They can play Kiri Lucio, but I think Grapes is actually one of the best Brigs. Just in North America in general. But the Juno ban will force them onto a different version of the backline anyway. Lucio, Kiri more likely. Very much expect Brian could play Genji, but I imagine he might just stick to the Tracer here. Not too much different from Sakura. They're going to be playing the Diva this time, though, instead of a Hazard. Rest of the comp probably going to be very similar. Lucio, Kiri backline. I wouldn't be surprised. There's an option for Clear here. He does prefer to play the Diva wherever he can. but very much expect that he can swap to the Orisa as well. It's going to be Genji for Peace, Tracer for Ryan here. Why not the Hazard ban or Diva ban instead of it? Because I think the Zarya is really hard for the Orisa. But the Diva and the Hazard, in this map especially, I think is actually slightly better for the Orisa. Because what the Diva wants to do a lot of the time is it can avoid this frontline duel, find timings to hit the backline or overload the side fight. Whereas this map is a bit brawlier than that, a bit smaller, a bit more compact. You see now how both teams just sort of lined up on the same side playing this brawl. A little bit difficult for Clear. He has to take a back step here. Astro's going to walk forward. He's taken a lot of damage actually, but Clear has been pinned into this corner. No major picks yet, but Ryan is in the back. Kills Peace, and now player advantage. But Sakura did get the first flip, but Ryan's just sweeping up. So they're playing in basically what is essentially a 4-1 formation Supernova, where they've got both their supports with Astro and Jutsu. And Ryan is playing a very independent role, the lone flanker, and they're just trying to pincer them all the way around. Works very successfully for him on that first fight. Obviously, the key timing for Ryan is if Jutsu can hit a bolt, then all of a sudden, they'll be really good for it. Coming back in, and Peace has just killed Renko. Seems like that shouldn't be a super legal maneuver. Gets speared back in, but it's just going to be a free retake here. And all the good work from the first fight falls apart from Supernova. Will be a die on point angle for everyone else. Only 50-odd% before they get it flipped back on them. And they'll be forced to play retake. This means all the ults, a lot of the ults are going to be coming online for this fight. We'll start with Kitsune rushes and then everything else coming up mid-fight. Eyes on Cinnabar as they have a slight beat advantage over Grapes. Pulse Bomb in play as well. Terra Surge not too far behind. Looks like they want to retake from the far side here or potentially underneath. Split push. Yeah, Astro's going underneath. Ryan's going to go left. Astro's going underneath, and everyone else is walking top. Renko's going to die as this Kitsune Rush comes out, but the ult has been played, though. But they're going to have to do it without their main source of healing, and Astro just gets one shot. Disaster for Renko. 2 fights in a row, he's immediately dead. Jutsu going to go in for a trade, but it's not a lot. And now the touch is really strained. They're trying to live underneath, but you can see Peace Clear. They are hunting Ryan to the ends of the earth. No recall, dead. I don't think Grapes is in a position either. No, they're just going to have to give this one over. Sakura take the first round. And that's a nice, easy one in the end for Sakura, despite losing that first fight. Don't have to spend any ults for it as well, and this is going to be painful for Supernova. Losing these fights, but not even forcing Sakura to use more ults than them or something like this. It puts you in situations where mode like Flashpoint, it just gets away from you. Ryan's getting chased down again as well. You see, this is the danger of playing the independent role. It's all up to Ryan and Clear and Peace. They just ditch the entire fight. They ditch for point. They chase Ryan to the ends of the earth. Grapes is going to get a trade onto Z as they try and rotate in here. Bola comes through. Suzu's good for it, though. Keeps Grapes alive for all of that. And Supernova can rotate towards point. Terra Surge pulls them through as the beats are traded. Beats go off. Peace is still trying to cut down Grapes. Grapes is trying to give him the slip. The chase from Ryan behind as well. And Peace is awfully low. Grapes is going to finish that one off. Can't find any kills with the blade. Now Ryan turning his attention towards the Diva. Clear has the self-destruct. Doesn't invest here. Doesn't think they can turn that fight from that situation, and will just be a die on point reset here from Sakura. Supernova get the first cap again. Pulse Bomb available for Ryan. Kitsune Rush not too far from Renko. So as soon as they get that, they can just play for that. Take the brawl on point. Options for Sakura. Diva Kiri Lucio is probably one of the best comps in the world at disengaging ults, and that's always an option for them when at a disadvantage. Or they can look to just try and get Peace and Clear and aggressively and try and turn it into a messier, chaotic fight. Ryan's watching the flank right now and can't see all that much. Sees the Genji now. Ryan playing a little bit more. He's just trying to hold space right now rather than play his independent flanks. Peace is going to come in and one-shot him. Doesn't even get a chance to recall. Taken down. Kitsune Rush dropped to melee by Renko to try and make up a deficit. But Freya is in so much trouble. Jutsu's going to fall. Disaster fight. They've traded Peace out for it now. But the trades are still a problem. Clear's going to drop the bomb for remake. Astro finds another kill. Clear can get back into mech. Z nearly has a Kitsune Rush of their own. But they need to regroup and they need to find point. They don't have time for a reset here. So Sakura have to commit to this fight. Still need 10%. Suzu is out. Oh, misses. Clear's going to get demeched. And that's for point gone here. Supernova back on it. Astro and Ryan will clean up the final kills. It's looking awfully good. Supernova straight back into it. Kitsune Rush available for Z. Beat coming up. Terra Surge and Pulse Bomb available for Supernova. The funnier Astro is just for GOAT. Finally a good player called Astro. We've been waiting so long. Kitsune Rush coming up. Grapes is a little bit short on the beat for this. And they're retaken as well, Supernova. So might have to use for Terra Surge here if they get the Kitsune Rush dropped on them. Try and interrupt them getting value. Sakura are going to try and play it slow. Capture the point before anything happens. Less people have a choke if Supernova wants to make the move. But Supernova very passive and very slow. They don't want to do anything. Z's going to drop a Kitsune Rush. Now they're going to try and Suzu and run out. Terra Surge to live here from Astro. He's taking a lot of damage. He dies for it. They were playing it so slow. I thought they were going to play it so slow they were just going to wait for beat or something. But they didn't. They go and they just get hit by the Kitsune Rush. I was going to be a bit skeptical they played it so slow that they just gave the flip for free waiting for beat, but then they go right before they get beat with their support ults. Just seems like a bit of a weird decision all round for Supernova. Now they do have double support ult though, so they can start with Kitsune Rush and Grapes can get the later beat over Cinnabar. Just need to bear in mind that really would probably rather save the beat for this Blade. Peace doesn't have it yet. They're just going to beat in, actually. Cinnabar's going to get actually the later beat out of this. Double support ult invested by Supernova. They've layered the support ults quite heavily, though. Pressure comes in now as they try and pocket X10 through all this damage. They will be good for it, actually. X10 has stabilized, still has the high ground. Now they can turn their attention onto this Orisa. And Supernova, they just kind of blew their load for nothing. And yeah, it's going to be an easy conversion off the back of that, really, for Sakura. They one support ult beats two. Blade available for Peace in this next fight too, and now no great answers. Jutsu's actually going to go over onto the Cass here to try and help out. And yeah, a bit of a hole now. If they get a clean fight win here, Sakura, it's going to be really uphill for Supernova. Supernova don't really have too much to work with yet. Jutsu's just coming through main. Ryan's killed Cinnabar. Just magic from Ryan from the O. Opening pick out of nothing. Grapes has actually come to play with Ryan now as they try and invest a little bit more in the side fight. There's more people. Yeah, they actually just disengage off that Cinnabar pick as well. Sakura give up all the space even though they have ults. And now a Pulse Bomb's good for it as well. Grapes has killed Peace. What if Ryan just did it all by himself? Supernova just on point. Grapes is helping. They force for self-destruct. They kill the baby. It's just falling up. What's happened? Sakura in disaster. Ryan's just dismantled them by himself, and Sakura getting all flustered here. This has allowed Supernova to build up the ult. Suddenly, the ult situation looks so much more reasonable for Supernova. They're about to have a Kitsune Rush to match. They're not a mile away from this beat to counter out the Blade. Astro's got a Terra Surge in the midst. It's manageable. Pieces through the left-hand side already. Supernova kind of just holding up the back of the map. Kitsune Rushes will be mirrored now. Grapes still needs 10%. Z finds the opening pick. Now the Blade over top. B is not available yet for Grapes. It goes in. Ryan's going to fall. Don't think they should invest any more at this point, Supernova. Just die on point. Except that it was a... They used two ults, he used one ult. Now they have Beat versus Beat, but they have the Terra Surge as well. Could even Terra Surge High Noon combo if they really want here. Supernova have to nail this next fight, really. But they have the ults with which to do it. Take aim bolt on the cross, going to slow down Jutsu. But they can swing with this High Noon in a second. Maybe open up space for Astro to connect to Terra Surge afterwards. And Grapes does have a slight beat advantage as well. Cinnabar, they need 10%. Taking their time here. This is valuable time for Cinnabar here. High Noon at the choke. Clear's going to matrix the initial bit. Astro's going to take a lot of space. Jutsu needs more help. Peeking out. Needs to care the Genji. No damage with that, but space for Astro. Now the beat comes in from Grapes, but Cinnabar has it to match. All 10 players have got beat right now. Look for the Terra Surge. After this, Peace dives in. So does Clear, but Jutsu's got the pocket. Jutsu is more than good for it. Astro dies. It's a Terra Surge axe on point. But Jutsu is still alive. He needs more pocket. Can clean this up, but he needs so much help. He can't pocket him through all of it. Sakura might be good for it. Ryan is on the point trying to flip it, though he gets killed by Clear. The babies come back for revenge. Just for Supernova supports trying to keep them in it right now. They still have a bit of time, but Clear has gotten his mech back. Ramattra is the choice for Astro. Renko nearly has Kitsune Rush. Grapes has to dive on to trigger overtime as that Kitsune Rush is popped. Renko still doesn't have it yet. Astro is running for it. Ryan can't quite get the touch. And Sakura take the second one. Was it a Pulse Jacks too? Fuck. It would have. There was a point here. I have so much faith in Ryan. There was a point here where I looked at this 2v3. I think it's like 2v3.5. And I thought right now, Ryan is about to hit a fat pulse bomb. Fuck! Because I feel like it's... Clear doesn't have mech, it's like 2 kills. This pulse bomb kills 2, I reckon, you know? Like, I reckon, like, Ryan is actually, like... I mean, he doesn't have recall anyway, right? But if he hits this pulse, I reckon he takes 2 with him. Did Z have Suzu? Honestly, no idea at this point of the fight. It's true though. If they have Suzu, it's really isn't getting 2 kills. Can we look at points? We sure can. We go back to live. But yeah, 2 in a row for Sakura. Where we going? Here, generate. All right, come on, Grapes. Get us a slight positive. Break even. We'll take break even. Big winner is Clear again with 5.5. Oh, X10 actually, no, X10, she's top of the scoreboard, 6. 3 for Peace, 4 for Cinnabar, 3.5 for Z. 0.5 for Renko, actually, amongst all of that. Ryan on a -2. Jutsu on a -4. Astro on a -1. So, negative starting to pile up a little bit here. Clear the big winner on 11 so far. 7.5 for X10. They're the 2 ones you would have wanted. Let me, whoa. Let's turn the light off as we're approaching nighttime. I mean, yeah, Grapes total being at -1 right now. As not the end of the world, right? Obviously, I still need GK to perform, but it's in play at least. You need more from Clear, more. Potentially only 1 map left. I mean, I thought Sakura were favourites for this, but I'd be pretty surprised if they get 3-0'd. Let me just fix my lighting. I know how much we all love the lighting here. I'm going to turn my fan up as well. My control for the light is also next to my thermostat. It says it's 28 degrees in my room. So, it's 9 o'clock at night, it's 28 degrees in my room. Drink water. You'll be dehydrated. Okay. So, hazard ban coming through from Supernova. Obviously, they've used the Diva ban already, because I think they would have... Because what I think they want is an Orisa mirror, but I think Clear's just not going to give it to them. Like, they banned the hazards here, probably partly to protect the Orisa. And they're just going to be... It's just going to be more Diva from Clear. And they've banned Tracer as well, which is going to force Ryan onto the Genji. And while Ryan can play Genji, he's good at the Genji. I think if you were to ask me, you know, like Peace Tracer versus Ryan Tracer, Ryan's definitely better. Peace Genji versus Ryan Genji. I mean, it's really close, but it's much better for Peace than for Tracer matchup. You got a stain remover, Jacob? Getting that on that fast. The important thing with stains is to act fast. Don't let it set. Don't just throw it in the washing machine or anything. Act fast. If you don't have any proper, like, stain remover type thing, I left it in the sun. That's probably the worst thing you could do. What you need, put a little bit of washing up liquid on the stain, get some ice cubes, and sort of put washing liquid up on one side to soak in a bit, and just rub the back on the other side, and then put it in the wash. That's like the best you can do if you don't have any proper stain remover. The sun actually works with tomato-based sauce? What do you mean? How does the sun solve it? What do you mean you don't? You can't just say the sun just solves it. Just put it the sun. The sun will solve it. Yeah, GK versus TL next. All right, locking in Varuna Sappy. Remind me afterwards. Remind me afterwards. We'll look into this sun theory. All right. It's actually going to be Zarya here as well. So the gamble that Astro wants to play the Orisa. So thought he could just play the Diva, but the Zarya's going to be pretty effective. Astro will swap onto the Rams presumably afterwards. We saw... Yeah, Astro's just going to accept his fate. No resistance at all. Bubble to try and avoid trades, but Grape's actually good for one. Now just needs Grapes to find a way out here. Damn. They've stolen a few meters for whatever it's worth. Astro immediately onto Ramatcha. Now, if you watched Supernova play last week, you would have seen them play and really bash their heads into forcing Orisa into Zarya quite a lot. But this time, they have the Ramatcha swap. No ults to really speak of. It means that, in reality, Astro's not a mile behind on ult charge, honestly. I've just got pinged by Jacob with the Sun Theory. We'll read the Sun Theory afterwards. But for now, the tank advantage should flip the other way in Astro's favour. Just playing a slow and pokey Ango fight. Astro's going to come out to contest the cart right now. Clear's going to try and peel back towards. They're trying to flip the cart. They've lost control of the robot though. And Supernova just on the run. This is the problem with having your, losing the frontline battle. Clear has good energy as he tries to come back into it here. Bubble through onto the Genji, looking for the engage, but not all that aggressive really from Peace. And they're going to be forced back here. Not even forced back. Peace is going to die for it. The payload keeps moving away. They need to be careful here, Sakura. They lose a second one. Now they need to get on point. They're losing meters all the while. Finally, Clear is good for the touch. Clear's going to try and give them the runaround. Playing for a bit of a trade. Looking for the Brig. Don't trade for Brig. Oh! Thank God. Supernova holds strong and will take the lead here on this Varuna Sappy. Clear now has Grav, so we'll stick for Zarya at least for one more fight. They have combos for it as well. Could Ray, could Blade, could Grav Bowler probably. We don't see too much Zarya, but Grav Bowler is probably pretty brutal, all things considered. Supernova, no direct counters for it. Maybe he could rally in it. There's the grab. The Ray is moving away, so there, the grab against the Ray is so powerful. You see the perfect illustration there from third person. Credit to the observers. The grab locks everyone in place. The Ray just moves away, and the Ray becomes absolutely useless. Meanwhile, Sakura are getting full value out of Z's way, and they decimate that front line. Clear is going to swap back onto the Orisa, trying to one-up in this game of tank swaps. Obviously, Astro will be quite happy to go back onto the Orisa into this and take the mirror. It means Clear could go Zarya, and we can repeat the whole cycle again. But for now, it's going to be more about the ults in this next fight, because it's Rally versus Rally. Grapes can use his to try and counter out Peace's Blade. Being Rally from Cinnabar, it's a little bit trickier. They can counter out Ryan's Blade, but the Annihilation over the top as his Rally Blade trade comes in. It's Grapes with the Rally first. Actually, bash onto Peace, forces Peace all the way back. Peace pulls the Blade, no bash available for Grapes. Grapes is going to go down, but Ryan's given Cinnabar the same treatment. Ryan comes out, kills X10 as well. Now the Annihilation gets involved, and the deflect is going to be a pitiful attempt to stop this Annihilation. And the Annihilation ends up being the difference maker there. Ryan's Blade slightly bigger as well. And Supernova will be threatening checkpoint for this. They might even steal it, actually, because it's pretty close to the cap. I don't know if Sakura can get back in time. Astro didn't die, so no swaps yet from him. And we'll go into a pretty even situation. Neutral with bowlers for both Freyas. Early poke onto the Orisa, but is forced back to the corner. Now the slow onto the Brig, caught in. Good spear to slow it down, but doesn't stop it. The slow kills that one and taken over on the Ram. Maybe Astro doesn't need to swap at all. Clear is trying to do the same thing. Clear's actually stolen the robot. They're flooding back now to deal with this Orisa. There's not a huge amount of healing for Clear. Juno's trying to pocket them through everything, but just taking so much damage. Now Ryan's onto the Juno, trying to finish this off, but Peace is going to come get involved as well, and Ryan actually gets traded here. Flooding back on the respawns as well, so not out of it, but Astro continues to clean up on the Ram. Maybe a late kill onto Cinnabar as well if they can find it. Take aim bolts go. No final blow though. KD will be preserved ever so slightly. KSA happy to see a few more Ram heads. Ray advantage for Z in this next fight. Renko is slightly behind, but Supernova have the checkpoint now. Only needed a couple of centimeters. Oh, buffer. Don't buffer. Boost, boost, boost. Boot back now, trying to win the neutral, putting Astro on the back foot. The Ray comes through as well, so Supernova needs to go further back. Desperate for this Renko. The Bowler doesn't connect, actually. Jutsu avoids that. Ryan is one. They're all so weak. Ryan gets finished off, but they Ray to turn right now. But look how far back Sakura are. Macro mastery from Sakura and Supernova have blown this Ray completely. They have to reset as well because they lost a player. Or it feels like the stream's really dying as well. Hold on. I think it's holding. I think it's holding. Maybe it's coming back. I'll persevere and hope the internet fixes itself. Swinging back now. Jutsu on the coast with the bowler. Ready to go. Oh, now mine's dying as well. Hold. Bowler comes in. Terra Surge pulls the Freya in anyway. Lots of damage there from Clear, but no kills. Astro's 1 HP. Clear's caught behind it. Now the Radiant Brig in big trouble. Gonna fall as well. Grapes goes down. Playing for a trade now if they can, Supernova, but nothing is coming. Fuck, it's... Can you still hear me on YouTube? Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Is YouTube still good? Someone give me like a green light. Because I'll keep casting on YouTube while I try and wait for Twitch to reconnect. Yeah? Oh, completely fine. Is it just Twitch then? Twitch has maybe just crashed. So while we've been going through all of that, thank you for the hearts. Let them know. YouTube live. I would say YouTube live still. Oh, go. All right, locking in because Sakura have taken a substantial lead here. Ray is available for Renko soon to try and salvage this, but Z has one to use first. Renko's going to match that out, but Bowler is available. Clear slightly closer to the Terra Surge, fighting this one out. Beaten by Astro, actually, as they fight this and gets the kill. Sets one up for Ryan and Supernova fighting back here, trying to keep the lead at bay, trying to avoid trades as well, and they will be able to stabilize. I'll try and hit the Twitch restart during all of this. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just Twitch. Like, my computer is fine. It's OBS doesn't seem happy with Twitch for some reasons. But I don't... Hard to fix mid... We've only got 2 minutes left, so let me do this, and then we can play from there. Keep winning, YouTube heads. Terra Surge available for both. Bowler combo available for Jutsu, though. Terra Surge comes in, clears, goes, torpedoes with that, and Supernova live. Now they go for their own Terra Surge Bowler combo. It's on to Clear, but not all that much damage because it's just a gold Orisa. Z is going to get traded. Main source of healing down for Sakura now. Big advantage for Supernova as they try and swing this back. Now it's all about avoiding trades. Astro is awfully low. Grape steps in front to provide a body block. Well, Freya is still alive. They're playing for it. No trades found for Sakura. And all of a sudden, Supernova, they have a bit of a chance here. Clear is going to go on to the Zarya, an emergency swap as we're in this Orisa mirror now. Coming through. Lots of meters still to catch up, but they've got the rally, they've nearly got the blade, and even with the Zarya here and the frontline advantage, his ult's going to be too much. The Zarya's pretty vulnerable to a rally blade push, honestly. There's not enough bubbles to get him out of it. Clear has to be careful with how far they step up. You can see already Clear has been a little bit passive. Force all the way back, and Supernova, they can get 3 meters. They really want Cinnabar's beat, but they're quite far off. Supernova should go now. Ryan's 2%. They can rally and push. Supernova need to be the aggressors. They've got Ray as well. They need to go right now. Eyes on the flank. They have the advantage. They're walking forward now. Here comes Grapes. Pressure in. Clear is one shot. Supernova pull the trigger. They're all over it, but Ray has been popped. They've been decimated. Just need to avoid trades right now and get hold of this bloody robot. Don't let Peace trade it. Now Supernova playing for lead. Rally Blade to do it. Rally Blade to finish it off. If they can, take the lead at the final Gauntlet. But look at Sakura. They've got double support up very close. They've got the beat Finish Blade as well. Clear is trying to get some energy. Looking for the stun here. Force him back. Grapes has killed XM. The blade comes in. The beat from Cinnabar not in time. Pieces pulled his own blade as well. Finds one kill onto Renko. Ryan's looking for more, but booped back. Now the Ray from Z. The ult advantage. Oh, they've not. They've held on to lead Sakura. They need to anchor the point. The lead's stolen by Supernova. The trades. They can win the fight still, Sakura, but they've lost the lead. They've snuck it over. No one could touch. A game of inches right now. Astro will fall, but mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. They are back on this. And now all to play for. Obviously, we'll go deep into overtime now, and Sakura will get another fight, but they use both support ults on all of that. And it's going to be a long way back. Supernova with Nis. They get 2 fights out of Nis Supernova, remember. Forward spawn's only just being turned off, so we all got the close ones here as well. Just need to make sure they don't let Cart move here, Supernova. Bola is out there from X10 looking for it. Astro continues to anchor the point. Has the Terror Surge, pulls in for Freya, and then Freya's going to die for this as well. Boot back onto Clear, moved away from point. They trade Astro for it though. Grapes goes in, swinging onto Peace. Torpedoes come out. The payload's moving away from him. They have to be careful. Zarya gets on point. Speed ring for Ryan to keep Ryan alive. Grapes is just fragging out in the back line. Reload timing, so Ryan's gonna die. Torpedoes come through. They're low. The Grav has to be committed by Clear. The Grav will clean up the fight. Grapes will be the last to die here. Clear saves it with the Grav, but they have to use an ultimate. They really hoped they wouldn't have to. Supernova back onto the Ramatra as well. Double support ult is so close for Sakura, and they are not out of this Runasapi yet. Renko a little bit slower on the Ray too. If it goes long, the blades will come up as well, but I don't know if we'll get that far. Grapes actually has a clear advantage, but I don't know how aware of it they are. They might be worried Sakura already have any support ult, so won't be able to push off it. Instead, they might just play slow. Z has this Ray ready to go, wants to use it immediately. Torpedoes before though, and Clear just dies. Had to stay on point for a margin difference, but here comes the Ray. Z has it, Cinnabar drops the beat, double support up from Supernova as well. Rally is going, blades are getting closer, but no tank available. Sakura, Grapes dives onto Peace. They seem good for it now. The payload's moving away as well. Overtime had been going for so long, it burns down. Alright, sorry guys. Oh, fuck's sake. What was... I don't understand what it was. I don't think it's my internet. I think it's Twitch. But I don't know what to do about that without... Because OBS won't let me reconnect to Twitch. These are always going to be super generic things, aren't they? Guess I'm a YouTuber now. Is it a kick angle? Well, I'm going to talk. Yeah, I'm going to talk to Twitch to see if they have any insight, because this is because it happened. Was it happen about the same time? Yeah, I could just restart OBS, but it means I need to set everything up. So bear with me. I'm going to restart it. But because this happened last week as well, and it was the same thing, but that one felt more internet issue-y because my router died too. But this feels slightly different, so I don't know what's going on. So either way, I'll be right back.